Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first impressions video. This is not an in-depth review, these are just my thoughts after a few hours of gameplay. If you want to see me playing the games I feature here, you can find me at twitch.tv/cbets. Today we're going to be talking about Immortals Fenyx Rising. Immortals Fenyx Rising is the newest game from Ubisoft Quebec. It follows the story of Fenyx as they seek to defeat the monster Typhon before he destroys Mount Olympus. The story takes place in a fantasy Greek setting and features encounters with many iconic gods and monsters from Greek mythology. The art style of the world is fantastic to look at. The vibrant colors suck you in and are a treat for the eyes. However, the character art style is something that I am not a fan of. I can't quite put my finger on it, but the faces just don't sit right with me. Now, the story is quite possibly the game's weakest component. It can be entertaining at times, but unfortunately, the writing is just not up to the standard of the rest of the game. The dialogue often elicits eye rolls and can be at times incredibly unfunny. And the voice acting is also not very good, in my opinion. The actors either come across as flat in their line delivery or way too over the top and exaggerated.
I'm going to need allies to go up against Typhon.
We have the hungry to think about.
You said you need to free yourself from your roots. To feed the hungry, of course. Well, my roots were as a pretty bad farmer, so I know how to hurt plants. Salt.
And now looking at gameplay, I know what you're thinking. It looks a lot like Breath of the Wild, and you are absolutely correct. Not only does it look like Breath of the Wild, it plays like it too. It features much of the same gameplay elements present in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, from small shrines, or in this case vaults, containing short puzzles that reward you with items to increase stamina upon completion. It features almost exact replicas of the climbing, gliding, and swimming mechanics from Breath of the Wild. Now, in some cases, this would be a bad thing, but coming from someone who loved Breath of the Wild and wanted more, this is exactly what I needed to quench my thirst until Breath of the Wild 2 releases. The combat in the game can be repetitive, but is mostly solid. Combat consists of a light attack with a sword, a heavy attack with an axe, ranged attacks with a bow, and a handful of godly powers, such as using the Hammer of Hephaestus to stun enemies. It's fairly basic hack-and-slash gameplay, but it serves its purpose and is very tight. The hits feel like they have the weight to them, and it's quite satisfying to pull off a long combo on a Minotaur using all the weapons at your disposal. Now, overall, I think Immortals Fenyx Rising is a good game, and is worth a purchase for anyone who's a fan of the genre, liked Breath of the Wild, or just enjoys Greek mythology.